Okay, so I'll go with, do you think human could replace, I mean, artificial intelligence could replace human in the near future?
All right, fine. Yeah, let's have that as the topic. Okay, all right. I'll give you the starting. Let's see. Yeah,
Sorry, could you repeat?
I'm giving you the opportunity to start.
Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Muskan Dua, and I'm glad to get this opportunity to have this discussion on the topic. Can AI replace human in near future? So, I believe that this topic is very interesting, and in my opinion, I don't think that AI would be able to replace human. Definitely, there would be some jobs that AI would absorb in the recent time, but of course, the AI would also provide many opportunities where people can develop themselves, people can, people can upgrade themselves and get into that opportunity. So AI
I mean, I would
definitely
like
would
to
take
agree
some.
with Muskan here that the AI would not be taking over jobs from humans. As we can, though we can see that in the freelancer industry, a lot of people are now starting to use AI into their freelancing, right? So it is not taking away from their jobs, it is helping them within the jobs. Similarly, if we look towards people who are into design and arts, none of them are getting their jobs stolen by the AI. However, they are now using AI as a method to be working on different projects. It can help them to come up with ideas that are that could probably the human mind could not process, right? Now, even if we look towards all the different kind of industries, for example, let's take up the manufacturing industry for the example, right? So now these days I can use robotic arms, I can use the entire AI for to properly manufacture my machine parts, right? But again, this does not reduce my dependence on humans. What it does is it increases the level of skill that is required for any kind of job. So going into the future, I feel that the people will have to be highly skilled, as in because if we are to incorporate AI into our own world, we'll have to be more skilled than the current generation. Further adding on to it, see, if you keep looking at me while I'm speaking, right, you won't ever be able to
I
speak.
maybe.
You'll have to cut me anywhere in between, like I cut you in between.
But that doesn't count in the negative connotations, right? I mean, if I'm cutting you down, that is one of the things we shouldn't be doing in group discussion, right? Because I didn't get a chance. I tried to jump in, but didn't get a chance. You were that fluent.
So again, देखो, I'll tell you five things. I was lenient with you. I did not jump after the first opportunity I could jump at. Good morning. My name is Muskan Dua. यहाँ तक ठीक है. And today, यहाँ पे ठीक था. Then today we'll be talking about the see, wherever you take a pause, that's an opportunity for me to jump in. So you have to be that fluent key you have whatever pause you have, that's like microsecond pause.
But I mean, seeing you made me more underconfident. I mean, if people would be like you, then how would I jump in? I mean, how would I get an opportunity to speak upon?
Okay. Um, all right. So fine. I'll go a bit slow this time. I won't go as fast. All right. So going from the beginning. So I agree with Muskan's point about how AI is not taking over the job from humans. What it's actually doing is that it's adding on to all the jobs that are there, like especially if we take the mechanical engineering industry or if we look towards the civil engineering industry, right? Um, and
Also, I would like to add here 1.2 that not only these kind of job would not be affected or would be minimal affected, but there would be kind of jobs that would be requiring technicalities. And of course, if we talk about the things like, a CA could do, each and every person in their technicalities can do. Of course, it would provide an edge or a support to the person who would be giving services, but I don't think they would completely replace it. And also, if I talk about for today, if I talk about that in emails, even if I can give you a very common example, even from the basic analyst to the person who is there at the upper hierarchy, they even use it for their normal day-to-day course. Even for example, if I say something, if I have to write an email or something, I would go to simply chat GPT to give me a better and suitable thing that I could actually process or send it to someone else. So that
Here,
is
I would
actually
like
helping.
to disagree with you. I think that AI is something that is taking over stuff from humans. If you look at it like this way, if like let's take what the other people have said into consideration, that the amount of skill level that is required for the jobs would increase. So how are you now trying to take into consideration the people who are in the menial labor jobs or who are working as laborers? They How can they upskill, right? See, upskilling yourself, I feel it's kind of a hierarchical system. The person with more money has more opportunities to upskill themselves. That is the truth of this world that we live in, and we cannot change it. So just taking AI into the picture and believing that they are not taking job from humans is not the right decision.
I would like to say here that upskilling and evolution goes hand in hand. It's parallel, right? So while evolving ourselves, it's very important to upskill ourselves. The skills that we needed in 90s maybe may differ now. I mean that sort of skills that we we needed in 90, that was because of lack of technology. And now since we have got technology, there are another sort of skills, or there are another set of skills that we would be requiring, and people are change
No,
resistant
but
to
see,
change.
what you are generalizing here is that people have opportunities to upskill. No, that is not true. The opportunities are not equally divided among the Indian population or the world population for that matter. You cannot expect a person who is coming from, let's say, a third world country like Sudan, wherein they don't have a proper government, wherein the militia groups are so rampantly active. So how are you expecting a person that comes from Sudan to be able to compete with someone who comes from a more developed country, like for example, let's say India?
I am talking about the places that has absorbed AI in a day-to-day course or in their daily routine. I'm talking about those things or those set of people or set of countries. Of course, there are countries who are underdeveloped and who still require more technologies. There are again countries who are living like 100 years ahead of us. If I talk about Japan, I think all the technologies they're using now, I think we would be able to use it after 20 or 30 years. But there are certain countries who are underdeveloped. So comparing the countries basis on that would be wrong. I am talking about the AI that has taken into place and
All right.
how they
So,
have shaped
if you're
our.
mentioning about the AI that has taken place, so for example, let's compare it within our country only, right? So, let's say, for example, I'm a computer science engineer. No, I'm a mechanical engineer. I go into my job, right? There's a lot of multiple automations that are going in my job. I am well proficient with AI. I'm a highly skilled worker. At the same time, now consider the person who's a laborer in this company who's working on these machines. Now, if I were to say that I will integrate AI into my all the processes, I'll take the automation part, right, and I'll take it to the next level where the AI is the one that's deciding, depending on how the shape and the size of product is, it is deciding whether it's finished or not. So I'm taking away the job from that laborer, because look at this from this perspective, that business is not at all like our mother. There is no unconditional love in business. In business, we are doing business, we look at profits. So if I use AI, I reduce my labor cost, it's more profitable for me. So I will let go of that laborer.
I would
That
like
laborer has
to
no choice,
I
no
would like
portion.
to agree over this point when you said that labor, hiring something that is in more inexpensive in terms of the labor, in terms of the hiring of labor. I think definitely some sort of jobs would be impacted by the adoption of AI, but definitely there would be some more jobs that AI would provide us more. For example, simply if I talk about today, we can even learn PowerPoint and Excel with the usage of AI. We can blend, or we can have a fusion of it, and that would be more creative. And if we talk about things that people are doing marketing with AI, so definitely it's opening more jobs than there actually were. So definitely it's impacting a little bit, but evolution comes with some things that are impacted and some things that are getting evoluted. So definitely there are some pros and cons, but I think the pros outweighs the cons in this.
All right. So, you mentioned that, right? But as far as I know, you have worked in the retail industry, in the real estate industry. So let's look towards AI in real estate industry. If I have a powerful enough AI, I really don't need any kind of interior designers. I would not require your services or your auxiliary services for interior designers. All I would require is that I would want you to just show me a good home. Or, of course, in the real estate, there are so many auxiliary businesses that are there. There would be a modular kitchen, one guy.
AI
The
would
guy would
not
be
be
for
able
the
to
lighting.
negotiate.
They will give me interior designing as I want it.
But AI would not be able to negotiate on the behalf of consultants like us. AI would not be able to give my client a better price. AI would not be able to make the home. AI would not take, the technologies, the axe in hand would prepare it. So definitely, AI would be helpful in certain things, but later on stage, there would be human that could, that could actually help in an analytical parts. So definitely, as I mentioned, agreement can not be there. Of course, the clauses, it could provide better language, better phrases it could provide, but it cannot relate to the requirements of the client and the asset holder and cannot give us the mutual thing. It cannot negotiate on behalf of us. So definitely, it cannot make a better thing. So definitely, it's helpful on some parts. It's actually giving us job and actually helping us. So again, I would say the same thing. Advantages overweighs the disadvantages. And if I talk about the disadvantages,
Okay, thank you,
mention a single
Muskan. That's all the
disadvantage.
time we have. All right. Now I'd like you to conclude the argument that was made.
Okay. So I would say that as each and every person mentioned here, that there are some pros and some cons, but an excessive, I would say that excessive of every each and everything is bad. Even if I see cons or disadvantages, I don't think that there is even a single thing exists in this world that does not have disadvantages. So in this thing, AI definitely takes some jobs, AI definitely impacts some jobs, but definitely provides some more jobs in hand. And again, it could help us. It is helping us to evolve ourselves, and it is helping us to go towards more technology oriented era.
Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right. Thank you. I guess
This
good
was my
discussion.
first one.
Ah, it's okay. Good discussion. But don't expect
You
everyone to be lenient, right?
okay? So the way I interrupted you in between, so was that fine, or should I be more
I
impatient?
mean, that is fine. See, the thing is ki there are a lot of different kinds of GDs. Okay. One, give you an example of a very sabhya GD ki everybody gets 30 minutes to introduce, 30 seconds to introduce the point, right? And then after that, we can have a group discussion. And the group discussion panel is only 4 or 5 people. And then everyone is like, oh yeah, talking, 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 talking. Right. That is a sabhya GD. Uh, on the other hand, is the sales GD, 18, 20 people in one GD. Nobody gets
Mm.
any time to, yeah, nobody gets any time to, like,
Speak
let's say,
or
yeah.
use.
So, that's where everything comes in, the fish
Only
market,
you
halla
and I
gulla.
couldn't. It was only you and I couldn't interrupt you. There would be 7 to 8 people in GD. How would I interrupt them? And how would I get a chance to introduce myself at the first place? How would I get the chance or the opportunity to speak at the first place?
See, I won't be sexist here. Please don't consider this sexist, but you have a very good thing going on for you that you are a girl. Generally, if happens ki if you are the only girl in the group, you will get more opportunities to speak. So but you just have to be more assertive, right? Even when you were speaking in between, I could have easily continued. I would not have given you that opportunity to come in between, right? So you have to be more assertive about that point. So when you're speaking, don't allow anyone else to cut in. Okay.
It
Wh-
feels like you are speaking, I am speaking, you have given 3 words, I have given 3 words, and then I think somebody has to stop there. So I stop myself.
Yeah, somebody has to stop there. So you did the right thing. by stopping, but
Not always.
you'll have to maintain that balance. You'll have to give away somewhere, but you'll have to take the stance and be stuck. Okay. One thing always do is that have a pen and paper in GD. Note down the points that other people are saying, because you might be asked to conclude in the end. Conclusion में अपने points मत बोलना, सिर्फ दूसरे लोगों के points भी बोलना. Your consideration of my points was just कि we have agreed कि there are some pros and there are some cons, and then you told your points. No,
And
I'll I'll tell you what a
there was
good conclusion to this GD would be. Right. So, as all of us have discussed right now, we started with how AI has been taken over into different industries. We firstly discussed about the freelancer industry and the people who are into design and content creation and how AI is helping them. Then one of our colleagues made the discussion about how AI has been taken into the mechanical engineering and it is helping there. We move the discussion towards the points related to what are the cons of AI being introduced into our generation, and how it would be increasing the skill requirement that is there for the workers. However, on the whole, the group has come to some kind of consensus over the different pros and cons of AI. Thank you.
okay.
Oh, I
Makes
forgot
sense.
real estate. Shit. Bad. All right, so you have to take down the points and don't look at me like that. I have given way too many GDs than you. I don't need to take down points now.
It's not like that. I don't know. I'm just getting underconfident. Is it, you know, as the date is nearby, I'm just getting underconfident. I am
You
thinking,
have an issue of overthinking.
yeah, I do have that. I have a severe OCD, so definitely I think too much and it's not in my hand. And I don't know what is happening. I'm demotivating myself. I'm thinking I need to improve my English. It's not good. I have to do that. There would be many people better than that. How would I speak? It's not good. All of it are happening. It's happening, all of it with me. And then when I
Okay.
fumble, when I feel nervous, it gets bad.
Mm,
And you've seen that, right?
yeah, I have seen that, yes. See, the best I can say is that we can prepare, right? There are two factors to any kind of success. One is your preparation, one is your luck, and it's never going to be 80-20 or 20-80. It's always a 50-50 thing. So you cannot say think ki your preparation is not good. That's the first step, right? I know how overthinkers are like, no, it's not in your control, but one of the first things that you need to reinforce is that your preparation is good. It is to the level that is required. Now, what is required from you is to stay calm, right? And is to practice those things so much that you have the confidence over it. Okay. Secondly, if you have any issues, of course, the team is always there to help you with any kind of the things. Right. So you also have to remember that you have help. You're not stuck in this alone. Okay. And thirdly, you have to be confident in the interview. It's okay. I gave a wrong answer. No worries. I'll do the next one better. Now that's like me asking you to climb the Mount Everest, but still,
Okay.
okay. Focus on these 3 points. And don't worry about what others are like. Not a
Maybe they're
pravachan,
better.
but they could be better, they could be worse. You can't be
They
sure.
are going to be better. There is no may, there is no could. They are going to be better than me. There would be
No,
people who would
it's Schrodinger's cat. Are you familiar with what's Schrodinger's cat?
no.
All right. So it's a scientific principle. So let's say that if you have a box and if you place the cat inside a box, then you close the box and the box has no holes or anything. So the cat is dead and alive at the same time. Unless you open
Mhm.
the box, you won't know if it's dead or if it's alive. That's the Schrodinger's cat. So that is the same thing with each life problems. You don't know if they are good or bad until you open that box.
It
So
could be a surprise.
you have no control over others, right? And as an OCD, that's probably the worst thing. I guess no control over your surroundings. But Still, what you have to do is you have to keep control over yourself. You have to keep control over your preparation. Okay. And
Okay.
don't get demotivated by a GD in me. I am not the best at GD. I'm not the worst at GD.
Wow. You were the
Uh,
best. I mean, I couldn't interrupt you. You were so fluent. You were confident. What else do you expect from a person who is actually preparing for GD, who is actually giving GD? You were the
yeah,
best.
that's what I'm saying. Don't consider me as the competition you'll be getting, right?
I
Uh,
was thinking the same. Maybe, I students were the competition, or maybe there would be professionals who would giving the interview with me. So this is, I'm at दो तरफा जा रही हूँ. My mind is going two
See,
ways.
you have a good profile. You have great communication skills. You have confidence in yourself to an extent, right? So, think about it like this. I have been doing public speaking since I was in second class, right? So, speaking is like second nature to me. So, don't compare my what we are doing, right? The GD that we are having to the kind of GD you will be having. You will find people in the MBA interviews whom you can just interrupt within moments, and you'll also find people who you won't be able to interrupt.
And would I find people who wouldn't be prepared for GD or PI? I mean, they would be coming like anything, just giving the
See,
interviews and
they would have prepared on their own, but there is a very big stage fear, fear of public speaking, fear of speaking in discussions. It's bad to exploit that, but sometimes for your own good, you will have to select key, okay, this. You will
they would be
understand
doing,
that.
right? Then I
Yeah,
have to do this. They would be doing the same with me, right? So I have
yeah.
to do the same.
Think about it like you're going to war. You can't have mercy on your fellow colleagues. What you
I'm
can
just
do is
thinking, just to study, I am studying a lot. Can you
hmm,
imagine that? Just to study, going for an MBA, I have to study a lot. What is happening? This is paradoxical.
okay, I won't comment on that. If I comment on that, you will not like studying.
Okay, don't say that. I have an OCD. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, if you were to hear my MBA, like getting into MBA, you will be like, oh, no.
Oh, from which university did you have you done your MBA?
I am currently in
I'm
IMT. IMT Ghaziabad. I'm currently in IMT Ghaziabad. I had
you
a
are
week.
actually supposed to be right now.
Yeah, I am pursuing my MBA.
Okay, I thought you have done that.
No, I'm in my last year. So like I have 2 weeks left, one of which is exams, and just one more week of studies left.
Okay. And should I connect with the alumni of the colleges, the universities that I am giving an interview for? Should I
Yeah,
go
you
for
can,
that?
you should connect with them. That helps you with why MBA, why this college questions a lot. Can you help me a bit about knowing about the college, what it was like during your time, right? Just connect with the alums.
Okay, makes sense.
Okay,
Okay,
all
thank you.
right. Next time we'll have an interview. Then after that we'll have a GD. We can alternate between the two.
Okay,
Okay. Also, if you had taken demographic dividend, you would have had a better GD than mine. I don't know what's demographic dividend.
I know what I studied over it.
Yeah, see,
So
that's the
even if I
point
do
of
not know
luck.
about it, I
Uh,
think I can, differentiate it on the basis of the word. So demography means the size and structure of the population, and dividend means the benefit I reap from it. So it's basically dependent population versus the working population,
yeah, that you
somewhere
know
like.
right now because you have studied about it. Now it feels simple. Ki, oh, I can just hear the words and uh do this. But last time you were like, what is demographic dividend? I have no idea what is demographic dividend.
I
Right?
studied a lot. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So bye, Muskan. Have a nice day ahead.
Bye. Thank you, and all the best for your exam.
No, it's okay. Exams we study just a night before.
Everybody does.
Yeah. All right. Thank
Okay.
you. Bye.